Okay, really I'm struggling to keep my camera upright today for some unknown reason, but either way, there we go. Alright, now, got another curious private message, gonna go into it, not mentioning who it's from, as per usual, that's my normal methodology, so here we go. Of course, my name is, of course, Nick Dutch, back again one more time, and so on and so forth. It says, I have another question for you. Do you regard deity possession, invocation, aspecting, channeling, etc. as a skill, a genetic predisposition, something you're born with, or a gift bestowed onto you by a deity who happens to be possessing you? How much do you control, or do you feel the individual has over that experience? Uh, the first thing I would say is try and take the religion out of all this stuff. Okay, I mean, some people would say, oh no, it's because, the god or the goddess or my higher power, my guardian angel has given me this power. Yes, because I'm so good. It is a self-worship thing when someone does that. It says, I'm good, therefore I've got this. You're not, you haven't, nah. You know, take that bullshit out of it, okay? Because like you just fuck it, okay? It's stupid. I mean, everyone's got different brains and different bodies, and if you're more likely to, some people are more likely to have one kind of experience, some people are more likely to have another kind of experience, some are more likely to have no experiences. This is my point of view, okay? So essentially, it is down to the way in which people are built. Is it genetic predisposition or due to environmental factors affecting how your body and all the rest of it changes? Well, it might be that as well. But that's part of it, okay? So, I believe in, I accept, or I think along the lines of both nature creating the predisposition in some people, as well as nurture, if you get my drift. So the nurture aspect is learn. I'd had a few weird experiences when I was young, which it was sort of kind of like led me down the path of experimentation to become what I am today, eventually, after lots of, this, that, and the other happening. But trying to make something happen deliberately, that happened with the passage of time as a result of spending ages deliberately trying to develop the right states of mind, and that was training of sorts. Okay, that involved meditation using labyrinths, meditation using dowsing techniques, meditation using mantra, meditation using spinning, visualization, concentration, any type I could find. Of course, mind machines, binaural beats, they were very useful because they train you how the state of mind feels like, so you can use meditation and memory to try and get you back into a relevant state of mind. Okay, that's why binaural beats and mind machines are so important, in my humble opinion. Of course, don't use them if you have migraine, epilepsy, or heart conditions because it might drive you mad or kill you. That's what I understand. I don't know all the facts, it's just that's the standard disclaimer which comes out when people talk about brainwave entrainment technology. To try and take the religious dogma out of it. People have put religious dogma into all this stuff to confuse people and to make sure that they get a loyal number of adherents who think along a certain line and can therefore become a cash cow to whatever particular dogmatic bollocks they're actually trying to sell. So essentially, the idea of, oh, no, 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 I am the enlightened one because I've had a strange experience and therefore I am superior to you. No, now, the reason that I'm talking to you people out there in this kind of way, is because I have a different way of looking at this stuff. Because I'm not trying to sell cultism. All right, I don't want you to all think I have to worship this one particular deity. I got involved in paganism because I thought they're all supposed to be more free formed than dogmatic fundamentalist Christians, and of course I just came across a bunch of dogmatic fundamentalist pagans. You know what I mean? So I don't think there's any one particular cult or culture which is superior, but I'm just trying to get people to add an extra level of thinking to a culture which has been getting steadily more and more out of control. Okay, that's where I'm coming from. So it's not because I am blessed by God. Jesus is like, he's just like, he's there and I'm there. You know what I mean? Just fucking, stuff like that. No, no. All right, but that's the way I see it. Okay, now this guy goes on and says, I've always thought it to be a sort of combo, just like art or music. Some people are probably more inclined to pursue it, but just like those things, should someone choose to take an interest, it's a skill that can be built. Yes. And it involves changes in perception, visual spatial awareness perception, and that kind of stuff. And it's important. It can be done. And then the message goes on and says, some people can draw basic cartoons, others can paint masterpieces. Yeah, and my handwriting is ghastly. All right, just thought I'd let you know. If you can read my handwriting, you're better than me. I mean, just like take a look at that, and that's capitalized. Okay, so it's completely. So different people focus on different skills, and the pride in my work has become the pride in me trying to play around with this stuff and develop a personal experiential understanding or knowledge of different states of mind, which do correlate with things I've read of in other forms of literature, including transcendental magic, when Alphonse Louis Constant mentioned, when your eyeballs rotate upwards into your head. I've had that kind of state of ecstasy, and with reasonable regularity. He said it was to do with the brain being saturated with the astral light. Maybe there's an energy component to it. Of course, that still remains unknown and hypothesized rather than necessarily factual, but it would make a lot of sense to a certain extent, taking into account the spiritual theories or hypotheses that I go by. Alright, now the next stage of the message says, I think when people start equating skills such as this with being chosen, very dangerous mindsets can start to pop up. Yes, yes, yes. Thus, I prefer to phrase these experiences in human-centric terms. These are experiential, experimental things, in my humble opinion, okay? So it's about experiencing something which is strange, not a question of, I am one with God. Yeah, but there are people in this world who are blissed out, okay? There's such a state of, oh, everything is wonderful and dancing over daffodils. Because that's, they got a problem. But of course they don't think they got a problem because everything's wonderful. Maybe they've got too much dopamine going on inside the brain rather than too little, I mean, you just need to get a balance right. Back to the doctor. And of course there's the others who are just like, meh, in a sort of like darker state of mind. Maybe they got too little dopamine inside their brain, I'm beginning to think that there may even be a brain chemistry issue associated with political ideology and attitude, as well as psychology and spirituality as well. And it's a. That's my opinion. Anyway, it's been a bit of a caffeinated rant today. Hope you've enjoyed it, and keep cool. Nick Dodge out.